Well, I'm on the farm today. We've had a goodly amount of rain. The creek is rolling. Need to get these boards out of the way and maybe some of that crap. Need to move this thing out of the way. Probably ought to turn the gas on first. Farm all 350. Needing to move the John Deere 5055D, the backbone of this farm. This will be the first start of the year. I checked for snakes under the hood. There's not any. Oh, let's see. I don't generally give it much juice. I always have to look at the stack. That's the way the other YouTube channels do. Take it out of gear. While the John Deere is warming up, I need to move this tractor too. The mighty 1105. Unbelievable. But I got to do something about that flapper. It's just kind of crooked, and I don't like that. Kind of let it run at a fast idle to charge your battery. Make sure the valve is open back here. And it is. Now, if you're wondering, we're not cutting hay. But I am anxious to get started. on the 1105, the 1135, probably the 1155, 1100, 1130, and 1150 Massey's. The PTO turns, but it's not under load. It's just I can't explain it, but when you have an implement hooked to it, it doesn't turn. But you can stop that. This lever right here. So that's handy when you're hooking it back up. Need to cut these things right here that hold the quick hitch from springing back. The birds get in my barn and they just crap all over this tractor. They really don't care if it's a Massey Ferguson or a John Deere or International. As long as they got a place that'll keep the bird crap from hitting the ground, that's all they care about. We're going to try to clean up this hood and kind of give this thing a good bath before we put it into service this hay season. So what we're doing here is we're going to get the round baler out. I've been working on the knife sitting over there, and I want to pull it out and put it on the big Massey. I'm going to take it to the other side of the farm and tinker with it some more and grease it up and see what I got. So let me come back. So I wedged this baler in here with the Farmall 350, and that's how I'm going to get it out. I couldn't get close to it with the 1105 the way I got it jammed in here, but nice thing about the 350 is I can back right up to the clevis, and I got a pin here somewhere. If not, I'll get the one off the Farmall. Oh, let's see here. Sorry for the angles, but that ought to go right in there, of course. It will. A little persuasion. And then that little guy. Sits on there like that, and there's a pin that goes through there, which of course I don't have. And then just raise the hitch. To lift the jack stand or do anything with it. I guess I could if I wanted to, but right now I think this is the way it's supposed to be. This long handle on this jack stand does double duty. It cranks, but it also holds this thing up. So let me try to pull this baler out of here. If it all seems so tedious, well, this is farming. I got the TA pulled in first gear, so let's see what I can do. Take the brake off, number one. I really don't want to get into those boards over there, so. It looks like I'm going to. I think I am. Let me clear those boards. I'll be back. Alright, I got the boards moved out of the way. Of course, the stack fell over when I did, but no problem. Ugh. Back into first gear. Got a misset cramp over there too. Oh yeah. Now really the goal here is just to get this baler out with the farm all and then put it on that machine right there. Now, having said all that, this this 335 baler is not a high horsepower. It's not a baler that requires immense horsepower. And see if I get one of these boards right here without picking up a snake. You just never know this time of year. So I don't remember the horsepower requirement, but it's not very high. And this Farmall, when it was new, was probably around 38 on the PTO, which would run this baler, I think, if you wouldn't. I think it would run the baler, but it would be a load. The issue is the hydraulics. Is there enough hydraulics, you know, to lift the gate? I don't think it'd be any question it would run the twine knife. But you need two remotes for this baler. Let me let this thing down. You need two remotes for this baler, and this Farmall has hydraulics for two remotes. These two right here are not used. So there's the ones in the back, this right here, and then this is the fast hitch. So technically I could plug in a couple of I'll have to get that out of there. Let me come back. But before I do though, technically I could hook the hydraulic hoses up to this tractor. Wouldn't be a problem. And this would be nice. Some people say that you know, you don't want to run an narrow front because your windrow's coming down the middle of the tractor, but other people say it's helpful because it kind of mashes, you know, the really tall windrows down, and with that it makes it feed into the baler better. I really don't know, but it'll be nice to put this baler on this tractor and just leave it all summer. Let's see. Well, after a wrestling match, I got that pin out. Let me move this tractor. All right, the baler's unhooked, which means it stayed back there. Let me move this thing out of the way. Kind of racing against some thunderstorms. They're calling for some thunderstorms later this evening. We'll see if that really transpires. Alright, next up I got to put this thing on the baler. I'll come back. The thing about this tractor is you can see out the window down here to the drawbar. Sometimes this tractor goes into park and sometimes it don't. It's handy when you're trying to line up those two holes if it'll go into park. If it don't, sometimes it's a two-man operation, but I'm only a one-man up here today. So there it is. Let me button that up and put the PTO on, and probably hook up some of these remotes too, and then we'll mosey over to the main part of the farm. Well, this PTO and that pin, right here's the pin that you kind of lock it in with. All that went together so easy, it's scary. It makes me wonder what's going to happen. You know, what can go wrong will go wrong on a farm. I don't mean to jinx anything. So the hoses I just left up in there, I'll hook those up later on. I need to sort out which goes where, and I need to clean the remotes and the tips. So let's mosey on over to the other side. So here we go. Got the round baler, the John Deere 335 on the 1105 Massey Ferguson. Multi-flower high. If the Farmall at 350 is underkill, the 1105 is probably overkill. But it's amazing to me how a tractor like this is, in a lot of ways, just a small yard tractor on these big farms. And they idle them around, and I don't know. So we get over here and I'll get parked, and then I'll see what I can do with this baler. See if I can get it hooked up, see if I can get that knife to work. And I'll come back. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave the video right here. And this will be a multi-part series, getting this 335 John Deere working with the Massey 1105. And probably got enough video already, so let me not have a 1 hour video and kind of break this thing up into parts. I'll keep working and I'll keep filming, and I'll come back another day with another video. And I've got some loose hay that I want to try to roll up and at least make one bale or two. That'll probably be a video of its own too. So hope you enjoyed it. Kind of getting ready here for haying. The Massey Ferguson 1105 1977 model, the John Deere 335 baler. Still got to work on the knife and see if I can get that thing to work. So hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.